It's Diapen Therapeutics first, followed by Alphala, CycleSync, Alander Biotechnologies, Pearl Scientific, DatChem, NextPlasmaGen, Vespia, Mindspring, and Cytostorm. So what that means is Diapen Therapeutics needs to get ready, followed by Alphala, and I'll give them a heads up. Okay, for those that don't know me, I'm Eric Westrich. Some of those who used to know me as Director of Marketing here. We decided we wanted to start a nonprofit, and I've done government, industry, and academia, but I've done a lot of nonprofits, so they said, why don't you help? So I'm now Director of Community Relations for the Aquillius Institute, so a little different. Some people thought they were coming to an event. This is actually not an event, it's a mission. Some years ago, we asked what we could do to work with TIE, Nucleate, Bits and Bio, Connect, and they said if we were to have one conversation that we'd keep having in addition to all the other great conversations we had, like wellness, consumer goods, lab automation, therapeutics, medical impacts of psychedelics, what would that be? And people said women's health. So we did an Innovation Women's Health pitch competition at JPM last year. 300 people signed up, 500 people showed up. The fire marshal only liked 400 and something of those, so some people were not happy. But it was a great event, and they asked whether we could do one at Festival Biologics. We did. They asked if we could do one at Bio International in Boston last year. We did. This year, we came back to JP Morgan Health Week with a great event. Winner got $200K, lots of support, lots of plus, and we did again at Festival Biologics, and we're doing this one. This is the third one, but this is not an event we want to do ourselves. So if you would like to help put on these events or put on your own version of the event somewhere and add it to the network, we're connecting this to other pitch competitions, other pitch events. If you notice, we had 3 people from Women's Health go into the TechCon, which is a race for $1 million in non-dilutive fund. That went right from winning one of these events to automatically moving ahead. So we're trying to do more things like that, where this is a constant conversation. For those that don't really got in here late, Aquillius is that place where a community of resources, strategic partnerships and capital, and experts in education come together to accelerate innovation. What that means is we're looking to connect people with whatever they need to find or remove the next most important bottleneck. So part of that is pitches. They need money or they need practice pitching. By the way, if those of you just want to pitch and you just have an idea, there's a place for that. We partner with 1 Million Cups where you can just do an idea if you're not quite ready for a pitch, but you want practice. If you're getting a little better, we have the Pitch Pit here by Startup Grind. That means you start putting it together. If you really want to go heavy level, we've got the Startup Boot Camp, which is where investors build the pitch deck with you, which is different, nobody else is doing. So that's what I want everybody to get in mind here, is that this is a mission. We'd be glad for you to play. If you want to help out, we are launching a new volunteer group. It's part of my dissertation, which, by the way, I have 10 weeks to write up and graduate. So that's why if I seem frazzled, it's because I don't know what day it is or who's here, anything like that. But if you want to participate, you can talk to me or Ruth. But this is different. For this volunteer isn't show up, do things like that. This volunteer group is where we mix you with a variety of people and ideas that you can connect with. Those that resonate, you can just support. You can give feedback. You can collaborate. You can create new roles or extended roles that you could step in. You can put on your own event. So it's a different way. So I learned not to say volunteering because people thought that means you just show up with slave labor. That's not what our group does. Our group is to help you find your passion, put you together with people like that, and get you going for that, okay? So afterwards, feel free to get tours. Plenty of people doing tours, lots of conversations. By the way, the pictures we take today most often, so if you're happy to send us more pictures, I've been taking some with my camera. I won't be taking some during the visit. What we normally, I'll make those available to everybody here for about 30 days or so. So you want to use them for your own stuff. We try and capture as many as we can. But if you would like to capture some, feel free to tag it with Aquillius and other things. All right? Ready to go. So Jessica Reed at Diapen Therapeutics. Now, the thing that I like about Jessica and what she's doing is it's really contributing to the things, there's like a few things we all know and are afraid of. Heart disease is like number one, so you hear about that. Stroke is another big one. We know people who've had strokes. My mom had strokes. My father-in-law had a stroke. Another big one, diabetes, told me usually ends with heart disease, so you're back in there too. So with that, I turn you over to Jessica Reed and Diapen Therapeutics.